from Puerto Heli. So we're here on the coast of Ecuador and actually at a mangrove, one of the last mangroves that exists in Ecuador. And the reason why this mangrove is so important is because it produces fantastic seafood. So this seafood is so sought after that restaurants from Cuenca will have it delivered every day. And actually, a lot of the seafood in Peru that people are eating is from here in Ecuador. So if you're thinking that ceviche in Peru was fantastic, it's probably Ecuadorian seafood. There are a number of restaurants out here, but we chose a Picanteria Riberas del Pacifico. This is a family-owned restaurant, over 40 years. It is known to have some of the most traditional Ecuadorian seafood dishes. And coming out here, let me tell you, the road is rough. So at one point they were building a paved road and then stopped halfway through. And so you'd think you're coming out here and everything would be super cheap. Not so. Prices here start at $12, and I think the most expensive dish is $25. But you're getting some of the highest quality seafood, so this is definitely a bargain. Alright, so it's Saturday afternoon at 2:30. This place is rammed. When we first got in at around 2, it was like a little bit busy and they asked us if we wanted to come to the top, which we do, because the window's open, there's so much air, there's a beautiful view of the mangrove. Downstairs is now jammed. First thing I want to try are the black concha. I believe these are actually black clams. Looks more like a clam, even though some people call it a black oyster. They are cooked. Not easy to get out. Okay, so apparently this is clam juice, like the clam liqueur. It's very salty. So, to eat it like an Ecuadorian, I separated the meats. Now I'm going to add the encebollado. So this is the pickled onion, tomato, and I think there might be some cilantro in there. Add a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of this clam juice. Oh, that's so good. Don't be afraid of the encebollado. Pickled red onion is fantastic. This is really good. As a Maritimer, you know I love some chowder. So this is Ecuador's seafood chowder. It's called Parihuela, and it is kind of everything that you can get in the mangrove area. So I can see some shrimp, some of that black clam. Of course, we've got crab, which is local to the area, and calamari, along with some kind of fish. I'm not really sure what kind of fish this is. Anyway, just being close to somewhere that has shrimp is amazing. It is like a nice, creamy chowder. It has a strong taste of seafood because you do have those clams. It's really good. These shrimp are cooked perfectly. Look how big they are. Now here they do put a crab on top. I don't know if I want to get my hands messy with that though. Oh, the toughest thing about this will be saying I don't want to eat any more of it. You see a lot of families here, a lot of couples. This is definitely a place where like you order a dish and you share it. Now I didn't know that. So when I first said that it was $12 a dish and that was not cheap, I take that back. This is like a $35 bowl of chowder that they sell for $15.
I could feel it in my bones. There was something going on.
This is actually a personal size chowder. So I don't know, I guess some people take their Saturday and decide they're going to eat chowder all day. There is a bigger version. It was 25? 25. Really don't. Get the personal size every chance you can get. It tastes very fresh. Not like super fishy, or I know some people complain that seafood tastes too fishy, but this is not. Super, super fresh. High tide, and I love this plate here because I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Ecuadorian seafood dishes on one plate. Again, the portion size here is huge. I actually would suggest just getting this and splitting this with a friend and getting a beer. If you're really feeling hungry, just wait and see. First up, I'm going to try the Peruvian ceviche. Now, when you're close to the Peruvian border like here, we're an hour away, you actually see a lot of Peruvian dishes here, very much influenced. So here we have white fish, red onion, there's some choclo, which is a sweet corn, and then also a sweet potato known as camote. In this case, it is a purple sweet potato, but oftentimes you see it as like an orange sweet potato as well. Peruvian ceviche is not cooked. It's actually cooked in the lime juice, whereas Ecuadorian ceviche is usually like quick blanched first and then marinated. So if you're uneasy about eating ceviche for this first time, Ecuadorian ceviche is kind of like a safe bet because it's always going to be cooked all the way through. Peruvian ceviche though is really good. I'm gonna have another bite before I move on to the others, just because this is one of my absolute favorite things to eat. So the sweet potato and then also this sweet corn just gives it like a nice sweetness next to what it was marinated in the lime juice. So it's like acidic and sweet. It's so good. And then you've got like just a little bit of onion. This is really so good. So instead of the sweet corn, we now have the tostado. So that is toasted corn. You also have it marinated in some of the clam juice, but of course you've got red onion, tomato. Also really good. Saltier. This is totally different. This is a different kind of ceviche. The toasted corn gives it just like a nutty flavor with a salty clam juice. And then a classic shrimp ceviche from Ecuador. So in this case, it would be cooked for a minute quickly, and then actually it's put into the marinade where it's continued to be cooked by the lime juice. Just a little bit different than the Peruvian one. This style is very similar to what you get in Peru, just cooked slightly differently. Both are fantastic. And then next up, we're gonna try chicharrón. So chicharrón is just simply deep fried goodness. So this is probably mayonnaise, mustard, and lime with shrimp. If you are worried about eating seafood in another country, this is like the first place to start. Deep fried seafood. This seafood is so fresh. Last up is the arroz marinera, which is basically seafood paste. So it is cooked with some seafood in a seafood pot. And it's just like a tasty side. Now, in general, I don't like to waste my stomach space on starch. But you can see you've got like quite a little bit of seafood in it. You've got some peppers, and you've got rice. Let's see. It's a great seafood rice. It's a great side. Ecuadorians love rice, which was originally brought to South America by the Japanese and the Chinese. Puerto Heli is 4 hours from Cuenca. From here, you could go to the coast. And it's just a really great place. Also, if you want to buy seafood, you know it's 100% fresh. Whereas if you get it in some other places in Ecuador, it's probably going to be frozen. Frozen is not the same as fresh. And I will tell you that because I just had a bunch of fresh seafood today and it's fantastic. Ecuador is a lot of Ecuadorians, particularly in the Andes, like off the coast, are a little bit hesitant to end a meal with just seafood. So it's traditional to actually end a meal with a shot of aguardiente, which is sugarcane alcohol, very harsh. But over the years that has changed. And so instead, our waiter Danny brought us amaretto, and then also after you have a shot of alcohol, you need some peppermint so you don't have amaretto breath. Anyway.
Salud.
Salud. It's kind of cinnamony. Oh, okay, I'm gonna wash it down with a little bit of beer I had left. Now we are off to go buy some shrimp, some fish.
And whiskey.
Okay, some shrimp and maybe some fish. Danny gave us a great recommendation down the road from one of his friends.
Should've picked me